Hello, I thought I'd do a quick run through of my binary clock. This is the second one I've made, so I've been able to do some time lapse of actually making it, which is going to come later in this video. So this is a laser cut assembled housing, which I use to hold a row of these WS2812B LEDs, which are LEDs which work on the I2C line, which is a single wire interface. So you can have one wire running in a sort of snakes and ladders direction, this way, up through without having to wire every single LED individually. The Arduino code sort of handles that addressing for you. I've left off two of the panels so you can see one of the LEDs, partly because I didn't cut enough acrylic. But yeah, you can see this cell has got the Arduino Pro Mini controller in it, and a real-time clock as well. There's pictures on my blog which are easier to see. And you can see the first pixel there, and runs through the outline into the next pixel, which would then flow through into this line with a plus 5 volt and ground lines as well. So the way you read the binary clock is each of these columns is a binary nibble. A nibble is a 4-bit binary representation. And so you've got 1 down here at the bottom, 2, 4, 8, and it basically will light up the column to represent the digits of the time, which run, as you'd read a normal clock. So this is the 10 times digit of hours, so you'll have 10 and 20. Then this is the 10 times minute, so you'll have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then these two are the single digit. So you'd go all the way up to 9 with these. So at the moment it's showing 2, 0, so 20 for hours, 8 o'clock. 0, and then 8, so it's 20:08, which is the time that I'm currently recording. And each, just to make a bit of more interest, every quarter hour you'll get the rows along the bottom filling with a blue fill. So at quarter past the hour, the bottom row will be filled blue. At half past the hour, it'll be 2 rows, 45 minutes, 3 rows, and then a full hour past, you'll get the whole clock going blue. Makes it a bit more interesting. Kind of separates away from binary indication. On the midday, I sort of thought I'd have something even more interesting. And at midday, the whole array or the whole matrix will not flash, but create this sort of throbbing rainbow effect. So in order to show the midday indication, the rainbow effect that I talked about, I'll demonstrate as well the clock setting, which I've also added in. I didn't have this on the first edition, which may seem a little crazy. I had to programming it, was setting the time. Basically the compiler time and date was sending into the real-time clock. But I've now got a function where you press this little button on the side, all the matrix will go red to show you're in setting time mode, and then when you press the button again, it'll cycle through. So this makes it a good way to see, how the actual clock is working. You can see that the smallest minutes are cycling up through, clocking over the hours. If you hold down the button, it will go into a lot faster, sort of 10 millisecond repeat. This is all done by an interrupts. An interrupt when you press the button, and then it starts up an internet service routine. And if we move it along to 12 o'clock, so we're going to need a 1 here. Well, 11 o'clock, 11:59. So we'll need a 1 and a 1, and then 1, 4, 8, 1. So might take a bit of time. We're on 8 o'clock at the moment, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Okay, so we'll slow it down a bit. 20, 30, 40, nearly there. 50, so 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So now we'll let it set on 11:59 and we'll wait for it to roll over. I don't change the settings in that interrupt service routines. So, sorry, not the settings. I don't change the seconds. So it may well, be at the beginning of a minute, 11:59, or it could be about to roll over. So I don't know how long it's going to take before this rainbow effect kicks in. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So there's the sort of rainbow effect. It's part of the Adafruit functions for the NeoPixel, really. But it looks cool on this sort of wooden cut with the diffused acrylic behind it, or in front of it, sorry. This runs for a minute at midday.